Welcome to another episode of the Palace Huddle Podcast. Here are your hosts, Rob Schwartz and Justin Onayemi, two Bears fans who decided talking into a microphone was better than shouting at their television.
Welcome in, Palace Huddlers. There will be no huddling up on this episode. It's also a solo episode thanks to HBO delaying the second episode of Hard Knocks on the mobile streaming service Max. What the hell is up with that? Like, that has got to be the biggest news story. From what I saw, the premiere episode had the highest ratings of all previous Hard Knocks episodes. So go Chicago Bears fans. Go Bears. All right. Now, Justin won't be able to join us. I was lucky enough to jump on and finish the episode. And then quickly, once it was active and once available on the Max streaming service, I went back and watched the beginning to get caught up. But what the hell? Like, how do you mess that up? What a blunder, right? Like, you instantly get all of this traction. The Chicago Bears bring all of these ratings, and then you fuck it up. You fuck it up. I mean, there's no other way to say it. There really isn't. This episode is going to be probably a little bit shorter since I don't have Justin with me. There's not a lot of going back and forth, so if you're watching, definitely leave some comments. Get in there, and we can make this thing a back and forth. But before we do, if you are new to this show, the Palace Huddle Podcast, hit that subscribe button. You'll instantly be entered into a giveaway for a free Chicago Bears jersey of your choosing. It could be Caleb Williams, Odunze, Montez Sweat, whoever you want. Yeah. So some of the key highlights from this episode, right? Real quick, I like that they continued down the path of showing that relationship building of Caleb Williams and Matt Eberflus as they're sitting in the conference room. I thought it was interesting, too. This wasn't in the beginning. It's a little bit into the episode, but that they're like reviewing referees and, taking notes on who people are, where they came from, maybe some of their tendencies. They didn't give too much away, but it's like, you got to get to know these guys. Maybe it helps get you some calls. Didn't work for Justin Fields, but maybe it'll work for Caleb Williams. We already saw him, try to get a penalty, got the penalty flag with the incidental contact to the pass to Odunze. Some people think he probably saw it. I heard Adam Hogue from CHGO think that he actually saw the contact before he threw it, and that's why he did that little hitch. If that's the case, more power to you. We got to see the Eagle again. We got a little bit of an update from him. So he got to do an interview, I guess, with People Magazine. I don't know if he actually did it, but he said he was asked to do one. You also had him talking about some women approaching him, a 40-year-old with two moms, who said that he has some nice legs. Yeah, I don't know if I'd agree with that. They're a little bit thick for me, but I don't know. But then he had another woman comment that her eagle has landed. And she left him a little bit of a winky face. So it does look like Theo Benedict is going to be getting a little bit of attraction and attention, whether he makes the final 53 roster or not. I think that's pretty amazing. Another cool aspect of this episode, I thought, was the dueling of Jalen Johnson and Keenan Allen. So now it started with Jalen Johnson in his press conference. We've already seen it. He felt disrespected that he did not make the top 100 list. And what's interesting is he did bring up and threw some shade at Aaron Rodgers, who did make the top 100 list, even though he did not play more than 4 seconds last year. So putting a little bit of blame on players. He said something along the lines of, the players get it wrong too, not just the media. Let's see, what else was there? Oh, yeah, so the Keenan Allen, Jalen Johnson back and forth, right? Iron sharpens iron. I saw someone on Twitter say diamonds sharpen diamonds. Maybe that would be a better reference here as we get two elite players. But it looks like Keenan Allen is struggling against Jalen Johnson. And maybe that's just another showing more that we're going to see Johnson continue on his path that he started last year, and that just getting that money isn't going to be the reason why he stops playing at an elite level, right? The guy is an elite coverage corner, and last year he got those interceptions. So hopefully those interceptions continue this year. We talked about it in our last episode. If you didn't listen, we have an episode that came out this morning breaking down the all 22 tape of Caleb Williams and a little bit of the Shane Waldron offense. So if you did not watch that episode, go check that out. We got some all 22 film you can watch, and we discuss what happens during some of those plays. But we did mention how Johnson kind of had a dropped interception opportunity in that game. Yeah, so again, I'm really irritated with HBO here because I do feel like these episodes are better when I have someone to, talk to and go back and forth with. But another good episode for the Chicago Bears. I don't understand why George McCaskey was so hesitant to have them be a part of this show. I am excited for the fact that it is happening now as we see Caleb Williams, who, man, I talked about how he broke down that all 22 film, but then to see him on the sidelines and having that conversation with Rome Odunze on that corner route that he just slightly over, he put it where it should have been, and Rome didn't kind of go where he needed to go. So you see Caleb talking to Rome Odunze on the sidelines after that play and explaining to him what he wants him to do there. And just the poise from a rookie quarterback in his first NFL game. I know it's preseason, but still, like, the poise that he has. Chicago Bears fans need to be excited. The hype is real. The hype is real with Caleb Williams. I'm sorry, Packers fans. You guys have to watch out. I know it was just preseason, and we said this in our last episode. Be a little bit hesitant since it is preseason, but everything that I've seen, it's just pointing in a direction that this franchise has never seen at the quarterback level. And I am a huge Justin Fields supporter. So, yeah, I said before, Caleb Williams over Justin Fields, and we're seeing why. Let's see what else happened. I'm blanking on the running back. We got to see the running back coach, Morton, who's got some jokes with, oh gosh, why am I blanking on his name? I'm going to have to look this up because it's bothering me. Ian Wheeler. Oh my gosh. I kept wanting to say Ian Cunningham, which kind of makes sense because, obviously he's the assistant GM. So Ian Wheeler just had a really good preseason game, right, last week. And then to see that interaction between him and the running back coach, giving him a hard time about, he asked him if he knows who Eeyore was. And he said, oh, yeah, I like Winnie the Pooh. And then he's like, get out of here. You shouldn't like Winnie the Pooh. Just some good, funny banter going back and forth there. I feel like I'm missing things. And again, I apologize because I wish that Justin was here so we could go back and forth, because that's what happens is a lot of times he'll remember something that will jog my memory, or I'll remember something that'll jog his memory. But all around, another good episode. I love the highlights of the preseason game. You got to love the highlights of Caleb Williams connecting with his receivers, especially Rome Odunze. They kind of focused on this. Oh, see, Rome Odunze. Rome Odunze's got more. He's got more. What's the word I'm looking for here? He is not a better singer, but he's got obviously more funk to him than Caleb Williams did. But what was kind of cool is when he does his little intro with the telling how much your signing bonus was, which he said was like $13 million before taxes. I don't want to know what it was after taxes, but Illinois is obviously pretty high. But he, the ending where you see Caleb Williams get up and the way that they high five, you definitely continue to see that connection between the two of them that we saw, in the pre-draft process before they were even drafted. And then right after the draft happened, you saw that connection that they were developing. You're clearly seeing that still. We saw a highlight that the Chicago Bears put out on social media today where you see Caleb Williams hitting Rome Odunze deep for a touchdown over Terrell Smith. These are the things I tweeted out. I'm like, look, these two for probably 5+ years. Love to see it. Will it get us any Super Bowls? How many Super Bowls do you think it's going to lead to? I had one guy say it was going to lead to 5. That'd be fantastic. I would love to see that. But yeah, it's just a different feel right now, being able to see the behind the scenes stuff. This is a little bit more intuitive. You're seeing more than what you would normally see on the 1920 Football Drive, just because you're seeing it more often, right? The 1920 Football Drive episodes are fantastic as well, but now you're getting about 45 to 50 minutes every week for the next couple weeks leading up to the season. And yeah, again, this is just an exciting time to be Bears fans. If you want to bet on the Chicago Bears this weekend, right? You're looking to bet on the Chicago Bears this weekend. They have a preseason game against the Bengals. As of right now, the Bengals will not be playing their starters. They have a joint practice this Thursday with the Bears. Still to be determined if the Bears are playing their starters. I would hope Caleb Williams gets more reps, but I could also see Matt Eberflus saying that his reps came in the joint practice on Thursday. But if you are looking to bet on the Chicago Bears this weekend, right? Yes, people do bet on preseason for those of you who do not like to gamble. But if you're looking to bet on the Chicago Bears this weekend, definitely head over to our dedicated link page. That is signupexpert.com/huddle, and you will find links to all of the best sports books in your region. So even if you're outside of Illinois, I know we're here in Illinois. Say you're in Texas. Say you're in New Jersey. Okay, you're in New Jersey. I got a guy over there. His name's Cheesy. If he's listening, he hits that link. It's going to give him all of those sports books in his area that are legal. Same thing for any area that has legal sports betting. If you don't, you can still access daily fantasy sites through these links as well. So definitely head over there, sign up. In fact, if you're in the Illinois area right now, BetMGM is offering up to $1,500 back in bet credits to any new user. So definitely hit that up. If you already have the BetMGM Sportsbook, again, no problem. Check out all the other links and see if there's anyone else that you might be interested in signing up for. That is through our partnership with BetStamp. So again, excited for that partnership that just started this week. I am tapped out. I'm still, again, very frustrated with how things went with this HBO delay. Hopefully we get this figured out, and hopefully HBO gets this figured out. If not, hopefully Justin and I can figure out a way for him to watch it live like I am able to with my Xfinity streaming service. It might be something that he might have to watch it either with me, or I somehow project it to him on his phone because he's usually running errands until 9:15 on Tuesdays. So we'll figure it out. Don't worry. Real quick to end the show, I updated our video for the Hard Knocks episode. I had to change the music, which is a little bit frustrating because unfortunately, even though I pay for Canva, I don't know why, but their music is still apparently copyrighted. So here we go to end the show. We will end this with a an updated, added players version of the Hard Knocks sitcom video that I created last week. Definitely like the last one. Definitely like the music from the other one better, but that's the best that I could do on short notice. There's not a lot of other music that I could find. After about an hour of looking, that was the only thing I could come up with that seemed similar to what I originally used that was not copyright protected. So definitely come back next week. Check out the Hallis Huddle podcast episodes. Again, we had one drop this morning. We will continue to follow this team as they march down this path. I'm excited, guys. I mean, 33-6 rout over the Bills. I know it's preseason. The offense looks fantastic. The way Shane Waldron runs it is a million times better than what we saw with Luke Getsy. I am excited. You guys should be excited. So bear down, claws up. Have a good night.